Hello students, we are going to start with another poem, Father to Son. Over here in this poem, firstly we will talk about, or I'll give you the introduction about Elizabeth Jennings. The British poet Elizabeth Jennings had published more than 20 books of poetry since 1950s. She writes short, meditative lyrics that are known for their simplicity, control and range of feeling. These qualities have linked Jennings to a group of poets, usually referred to as the movement, who were writing in England during the 1940s and 1950s. The members of this group, poet like Kingsley Amis, Tom Gunn, Philip Larkin, and John Wayne, never consciously formed a movement, but their poetry reveals a shared love for simplicity and an acceptance of regular meter and rhyme. Now this is all about the poem we will see later on, okay, stanza by stanza. Now the theme of the poem is the generation gap which occurs when the communication link between the two generations, that means your elder parents and you, okay, or your grandparents and you, between the two generation, it breaks due to a mutual lack of understanding, tolerance and acceptance. Compare and contrast these poems with the poem Childhood. The poem was the child's perspective and struggle to understand himself. This poem is the father's inability to come to terms with the young adult who has replaced the father's little boy. Now that means over here the boy, he is grown up now, but the father, he is unwilling to understand that now his boy is grown up, he has now his own time to prove himself, to just step outside and to prove, to earn. But the father doesn't want his son to step outside. He thinks that he is just a small kid and he would order to the direction what he feels and he will do accordingly. So Elizabeth Jennings, in full Elizabeth Joan Jennings, she was born in 18th July 1926, Boston, Lincolnshire, England. Died on 26th October 2001, Brampton. English poets whose works relate intensely personal matters in a plain spoken, traditional and objective style, and whose verse frequently reflect her devout Roman Catholicism and her love for Italy. Jennings was educated at Oxford High School and St. Anne's College, Oxford. Her first pamphlet poems appeared in 1953, followed by A Way of Looking in 1955, which won her a Somerset Maugham Award and enabled her to visit Italy. Song for a Birth or a Death in 1961 marked a new development, with its confessional tone and more savage view of love. Some of the best of her later poems concerns her nervous breakdown and in aftermath, such as The Collated and Recoveries and The Mind Has Mountains, include the animal arrival, lucidities, relationships extending the territories and familiar spirits. A translation, the sonnets of Michelangelo was revised in 1969. Michelangelo, it was revised in 1969. She also published a poetry for children. In 92, Jennings made a commander of the British Empire. Now over here, if we talk about the poem Father to Son, the poem Father to Son is a sad plea of a father towards his son. The father is filled with the sadness at the growing distance between him and his son. He wants to make such amendments or such changes for all the mistake that the son is making. So that is not possible. He feels that the son is now a child, he has not grown up and he is making all the possible mistakes. But no, this is the turning point in the life where he will learn from his mistakes. So he want to change all the rules or that basically the standard of living of his son. Elizabeth Jennings highlights the universal problem of the generation. Yeah, this is what it happens between you and your mama, or you between your dada, like that. So this is a generation gap because the mentality never match and the children are never ready to accept what your parents want or what is good for the society. They think and they live differently. They become strangers to each other. In spite of an urge for reunion, the separation continues and it cannot be helped. Now see the first stanza. I do not understand this child, though we have lived together now in the same house for years. I know nothing of him, so try to build up a relation for how he was when small. That means father and son are staying together since a years under a one roof, but they do not know each other. The distance between them is growing very fast. Father says that he doesn't understand his child, though they have lived in the same house together for years. He knows nothing about his child. So the father tries to build up relationship with his son from early years. The father wants to begin from scratch again. The gap between father and the son is highlighted by the words this child. You never a parent says this child. Only when there is a gap or indifferences of understanding, then only a parent says this child. The father doesn't even name his son. Yet I have killed the seed I have spent or sown it where the land is his and none of mine. We speak ill like strangers. There is no sign of understanding in the air. This child is built to my design, yet what he loves I cannot share. That means the design means the son is the replica of the father in his physique, in his appearance, the way he looks, but yet the thing is this different. The father wonders if he has killed the seed which he is or has sown it where the land belongs to the son and not for the father. It means that the father wonders if it is his mistake or somehow he had tried to take his son on a path which the son never wanted to pursue. That means now the son he wants to go into that direction which the father is not happy with. But you have to accept wherever the passion is, there he will work. So the parent have to understand, the father over here has to understand. There is nothing against any of the parent. Maybe the son was forced to and thus he stopped listening to his father. Both of them talk like total strangers and there are no sign of understanding between them. The bond between father and the son is very strong bond traditionally. But in this case the father says that his son resembles him. Yet what the son likes the father, it dislikes to him. The father cannot share the love of his son. Silence around us. I would have him prodigal, returning to his father's house, the home he knew, rather than see him make and move. His world I would forgive him too, shaping from sorrow a new love. There is no dialogue between the father and the son. Silence surrounds them. The father now becomes somewhat selfish. He wishes that his son would be prodigal and then will return to his home. Prodigal means now one day definitely son is going to leave due to anger, but definitely one day he is going to return back after knowing the facts of the reality outside. Only his father is there to support him and son cannot stand on his toes outside. So then he will return to his father's house, the house he always knew. It means that the father wants his son to give respect to his father's wishes. This would be a much better scenario than to see his control his world. Now the tone of the father gets a bit arrogant. He wants the son to ask for forgiveness and father would forgive him too, so that a new understanding could be developed from the sadness. In this stanza the father seems to be very angry with his son. He displays a self-centered wish to have control over his son, so that is impossible. Father and son, we both must live on the same globe and the same land. He speaks, I cannot understand myself when anger grows from grief. We each put out an empty hand, longing for something to forgive. Both and father and the son must live on the same globe and on the same land. It means that they must have some same thinking and the same level of understanding each other's thought and wishes. The son says that he cannot understand what father wants, and the father says that he is unable to understand why his anger grows from grief. The father here is frustrated. Still, they both wants to reconcile. They both want to reunite together. So you have to forget all those arrogance and the egos and the anger. Okay, they put on out an empty hand for friendship. They both long for something to forgive, but their hands are empty as they fail to reignite the father and the son bond. So this is about the generation gap which every father should understand on the side of this child, and every child should understand the new generation thinking which they, and to try to also understand what are the pros and cons. So this is about the poem Father and the Son. Please rewind the video and get to know the understanding much and more detail. Try to solve the figure of speech.